Hey guys, here's something a little different for you all. I streamed this a couple weeks ago and I figured I'd edit it down and put it up for you guys to watch. I haven't really done stream compilations before, but if you guys like this, I'm not against the idea of doing more. This one is still pretty long since the stream was 3 hours and there are a few scores that I already want to change, but I'm not going to worry about it. This is just for fun. Don't take it too seriously. Number scores are still silly. Anyway, enjoy the video. Bye! I'm not sure if this is going to be entertaining or not. So I'm probably going to be editing this down for YouTube. We are going to be watching my old reviews. We're going to be watching all the things with a review score attached to it, because some of the scores are no longer valid. Some of them I've changed my mind on. A lot of them I've changed my mind on. Some are too high. Most of them are too high. Some are too high, some are too low. A lot of these old videos, I don't go back and watch my videos, so how many have I made? Oh, God. 8 years ago? Alright, cut the feed. I don't want to do this anymore. Alright, so I don't actually know. I don't remember what the first thing I gave a number score to is. Video games still... Video games. When did I start watching movies on this YouTube channel? I think Clone Wars is the first thing where we started talking about a non-video game thing. Samurai Jack looks like the next thing. Did I put a score on this? I did not put a score on it. But I will say, okay, we'll start here. We'll start on this video. We'll start on this one, right? People constantly ask me, how do I feel about this after the fact, like the rest of the season, because it's only the first like few episodes of the season. It is so good for the first few seasons or first few episodes, and then it falls off gradually. I like each episode that passed, I liked it less and less and less. It wasn't like, okay, it wasn't bad, but it's so disappointing because the first few episodes are perfect. They're absolutely perfect. They are 10 out of 10 amazing, and the rest of it is not great. I'm going to give it a 7. 7 out of 10. The first, like, 3 or 4 episodes are a 10, period. Thank you, Skyner. They are easily a 10. And then the rest of it brings it down a lot. I know I didn't put a score on Wonder Woman, right?
Being my average score. That way the tradition.
I did score it.
Worth 7 out of 10.
That's the first score, was Wonder Woman. Huh. Very interesting.
Now that may seem low to you, but I like to set a precedent of 5 being my average score. That way the traditional 10-point scale gets used in a more natural way and more numbers get.
I kind of threw that idea away, didn't I? That's why we're doing this. I'm going to go back to the old ways. Okay? 5 is the middle. 5 is the average number. I think 7 is a bit generous. At the time when I saw this, I really liked it. I think now it's a 6. It's still good, but I'm keeping what I said in this video. We're gonna go back to this. 5s aren't bad. They're just normal movies that you probably won't think about ever again. A 6 is like a normal movie that you're like, well, that was actually kind of cool. That was actually kind of neat. I might watch that again one day. So for Wonder Woman 1, we're gonna give it a 6. Now, we're not gonna watch this one because I rescored Homecoming later on. I think this is the first Cosmonaut Quickie we did, right? Okay, I'm seeing a trend here. I'm seeing a trend. I give a lot of stuff a 7, huh? 7 really was my 5, huh? I think for this it's accurate, though. I think I'd keep this as a 7. I'd say Season 1 of Castlevania is a 7, Season 2 is an 8. Alright, next. That was Castlevania. Did I score Rebels? Rebels is a 3. Rebels is a 3. Rebels is a 3. Rebels might be a 2, actually. I think Star Wars Rebels is a 2. I absolutely despise it. Senua's Sacrifice is a 10. Did I score this? This game is so good. I want to play this game again. This game is so fucking good. It's better than God of War. That's my hot take. I didn't score it. It's a 10 though. Hellblade's a 10. All right. Death Note. Did we score Death Note? So this one's tricky, right? Because I kind of like this movie now. This movie's dumb as fuck. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. It's got Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. Like, come on, this is a funny ass movie. Do I score it for how much I enjoyed it, or do I try to be objective? You know, I can't decide. For how much I enjoy it, I would give it like a 7 or an 8. But for the quality of the actual movie, it's gonna get like a 4. Fantastic movie experience. You will not regret it. Watch this movie with your friends and just fucking crack up. It is so stupid. Oh, Neo Yokio. Alright, here's another thing about Neo Yokio. Like, the people who made it don't get the thing they made. You know what I mean? It has the potential to be so fucking funny. I think episode 2 or 3? Which one is it that's the funny one? Neo Yokio still... What score did I give it? Worst show of 2017. I think that still stands. It's still a bad show. I just think it could be better. I think it's a 3. It gets a 3. Episode 2 on its own is pretty funny. I like episode 2 a lot. We're on a regular Cosmonaut Quickie here. I was sick for this. You guys could hear how sick I am.
Naturally. Plus, the scale of the story is much bigger now.
Oh my god, I was so sick.
Entirely in...
I had Ligma for this one. What'd I give this? 9 out of 10? I don't know, I rewatched it a few times. I think I'd give it a 10. Yeah, it's a 10. I'm just gonna do it. Because if I don't say it now, I'm gonna want to say it later. But it's a 10. This movie's good as fuck. I don't see any problems with Blade Runner 2049. I like it more than the original, and the original is one of my favorite movies. Force Awakens, Thor Ragnarok. I know we score Thor Ragnarok later. That's not a movie. This Good Burger is a 10, obviously. Oh boy. Now this movie's a 1. This movie's dog ass. This is one of the worst movies I have reviewed on my YouTube channel. Hated it. Fucking hated it. It's so bad. It is a worthless film. There's not a single thing I like about this movie. I don't even know why I gave it a 2. I don't know what made me think, yeah, you know what? It's a 2. No, I have no idea what the fuck I was thinking. You guys said I skipped something? What'd I skip? I skipped Devilman? Oh yeah, Devilman. 9 out of 10? Yeah. 9 out of 10. I give it a 9. That's accurate. Alright, now we can keep going. Okay, I'm gonna try to actually look at these. Ready Player One. I almost skipped over this. Ready Player One. 6? What was I on? What? A good time, but still has problems? Was I on crack? What the fuck? So we watched this again the other day. I was thinking about doing a picture show on it, actually, because it's really funny. It's not good at all. It's funny to watch with friends, though. Like, this is one of those really, really good get drunk, watch with your friends, like, type movie. It's not a 6. It's like a 4. You know, it's a 5. It's a 5. It's exactly my basis for a 5, I think. No, but it's bad. It's bad. No, but it's funny. But it's bad. I have no idea what to give these movies that are hilarious, but also terrible. Give it a half score? 4.5? Everybody's saying 4.5. I think 4.5 is accurate. Oh, yeah. The best line in this movie is still, "You killed my mom's sister." Bro, just say aunt. Who the fuck says you killed my mom's sister? I reviewed all of... Okay, so this is gonna be the meat and potatoes. Let's do Solo now. No, Solo's later, because I reviewed it. Didn't I review it? Yeah, I reviewed it in the Star Wars stuff. This is gonna be a big chunk. We have every MCU movie in these 3 videos to do now. This is gonna take up some time, so let's start. 7 out of 10, not bad. I gave it a 7. Iron Man 1's a 6. Most of these are probably gonna go down like a number. Iron Man 1's not really my favorite MCU movie, you know? I'm never gonna look at, like, the catalog. I'm never on Disney Plus being like, I wanna watch an MCU movie. I'm gonna put on Iron Man 1. I never have ever said that in my life. When I did all of these movies, I was in a Marvel high. I was very much in an MCU mood. So all of these are a little generous. So that's why we're going through these. All right, what's next? Hulk. This is another movie that's very funny. 4 out of 10? The fuck? Why'd I give it a 4? What the hell did I give it a 4 for? That's too generous. It's a 3. Alright, Iron Man 2. Oof. 4 out of 10. I think 4 out of 10 for Iron Man 2 is fine. It's not as bad as Hulk, no. But yeah, Elon Musk is in it. Elon Musk is in Iron Man 2. It's really weird. Thor 1 is so fucking lame. I think it's also a 3. It's honestly on par with Hulk for me. What'd I give it? 4? Ugh. I was so nice. It's a 3. Captain America 1. I really don't have an opinion on Captain America 1. I'm gonna say 5. Like, I think this is a very clear 5. The ending is really cool. I like the ending a lot. Yeah, 5, okay. I finally got one accurately. Look at him fucking blowing up this Lehman Russ tank. The thing is huge. That shot is so funny. What the fuck? Avengers 1. I know I'm not allowed to praise anything that Joss Whedon has ever done, but I really like this movie. I'm gonna say this is an 8. 8 out of 10, Avengers 1. That movie's fun as hell. I mean, there you go. I'm so predictable. I love Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is so fun. It's getting an 8. It's getting an 8. I don't know what I gave it. Blah, 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 blah. 8? Okay. Yeah. Some things don't change. Thor: The Dark World is a 2. Thor: The Dark World is a 1. Let's be fair. Thor: The Dark World is a 1 out of 10. Thor: The Dark World can be deleted from the canon of the MCU. Yeah, this is a 1. 4! I was between a 5 and a 4? I was really on an MCU kick, huh? Why did I give it a 4? When I came up with the idea for this stream, I thought like it'd be like a 1-point difference with some of these. Some of these I was on I was on crack. What the fuck was I smoking? 4 out of 10. I can't tell you a single thing that happens in this movie. Everything that I remember about this movie is it happened in Endgame, and I just thought it was in this movie. Winter Soldier. This is like a normal Marvel movie to me. You know, this is like so like baseline. It's a solid, decent, good movie. 8. Nah. 6.5 is too low. It's a 7. 7's fine. We haven't given that many 7s, you know? So I think we're doing all right on the 7s. We're trying to fix the 7s problem. I think we're doing pretty good. This is 7. 7 seems very fair. 6 is too low. Guardians. I recently watched this again, like a week ago. Guardians is a 9. Guardians 1 is almost perfect. It's some of the jokes are kind of lame. I think it's a 9. That's a 9. Ooh, Age of Ultron. Okay. I also recently rewatched this, and this movie is rough. Ultron is so cringy. Now, we were just praising a Joss Whedon movie. Now we can give him the criticism that he deserves. This is the absolute worst of his style. And it doesn't have the charm of the first Avengers. So it's not excusable. I like this shot. That's a fun little shot. That's like the only that's the only thing in the whole movie that I like is this shot. Anyway, this is probably a 4. We're gonna sit on 4. I'm curious as to what I gave it. What the fuck did I give it? What? What am I on? Oh my god. Oh, it's Ant-Man. We're doing Ant-Man. Ant-Man 1. It's like a 4. Yeah, I think it's a 4. This movie sucks. What's with me? It's like if I didn't like it, it was a 6. It's not a 6. God damn. I really didn't think I would be this nice back then. I think 4. I think it's a 4. It's a 4. No, it's a 3. It's a 3. It's a 3. I'm sticking by it's a 3. Civil War is a 5. I think 5 is good. Thank you, Chief Smeef. I think this is like a definite 5. It's like it has exactly an even amount of things I like and things I don't like. I think it's a 5. Watch me have given this a 6 or something. I was 6. That's what I thought. I think it's a 5. All right. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a 4 or a 5. I think it's a 5, though. Like, I don't really mind Doctor Strange that much. 6. 6 was my comfort score for these, huh? I think it's a 5. It's about, like, the same as the other 5s for me. I'm going to say it's a 5. It's not going to change your life. You can skip it. But if you watch it, you're not going to hate it. Guardians 2 is a... I feel differently about this movie every time I watch it. I don't like it as much as 1. Some people like it more than 1. And I can see why. In some places I can see why. But I think it's a 7 for me. Homecoming. I think I gave this a 9. I do like Homecoming a lot. Thing is, there's been so many better Spider-Man movies. And it makes Homecoming, like, obsolete. 7 or an 8? 7.5. 7.5. Easy half score. Thor Ragnarok is an 8. Now, I haven't watched Thor Ragnarok again in a while. I think if I watched it now, I'd like it a lot more. I'd probably make it a 9. But since I haven't seen it, I'm going to stick with 8. Yeah, it's an 8. Thing is, all my friends like this one a lot. And it kind of annoyed me. And, like, I just got sick of hearing about it. Ragnarok isn't better than Homecoming. It's better than Homecoming. Look at this. Look at this fucking shot. This is cool. It's boring? How is it boring? It's not... Ragnarok is not boring. Has no soul? What? It's one of the MCU movies that actually has personality. Hold on. Hold on a fucking second. Hold on a fucking second. Not to be a shill, but hold on. Look how fucking gray this is. Look how boring this is. Shaky cam-ass fight scenes. Flat color. Forced emotional moments. Every single shot that I see in these clips, I can criticize. I don't even like it that much. Where the fuck is the movie? I don't like it that much, but this movie is exciting. No soul. Y'all are crazy. Look at the color! This is the only, like, shot I've ever seen in a Marvel movie that has fucking colors in it. Okay, Black Panther, 3 or 4? I think I'm gonna sit with 4. 4. 3's too low. 3's too low. It's not that bad. I just don't like this movie. It has very little soul. Has more soul than... Crap, man. Oh, God, it's so hard. It does have more soul. Why are we judging things on soul? Best Picture nominee. Look at this. It's fucking Attack of the Clones ass movie. Best Picture nominee. But what the fuck did I give it? 5. Okay, you know, that's kind of close to what I was thinking. After this was Infinity War, which I did review Infinity War before this. Infinity War gets a 9. Easily. A 9. Infinity War is so fucking cool. It's better than Endgame. Everybody knows that. Alright. We're done with the MC. Oh god, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I thought we were free. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, this is another reason why I wanted to do this stream. Ant-Man and the Wasp. 5 out of 10, huh? It's a 2. This movie's a 2. This movie's bad. This movie's dumb.
Crap, man.
This
Look at
movie's
that.
boring. This movie's too long. This movie's not funny. The only reason it's not a 1 is because it's not like the most worthless film I've ever seen in my life. I have to really fucking hate something for it to be a 1. I forgot everything about this movie, and that's probably why it's a 2. It's probably why it's saved from being a 1. It's a 2. Why the fuck did I give it a 5? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Anyway, oh boy. I was dreading this. I've always liked these movies. Let's start with that. I've always liked these movies. People saying that I don't like them are not being genuine. Worse than you remember doesn't mean bad. Okay? I was mostly goofing in this video.
Look at that.
Okay? I don't like Spider-Man 1 that much. I'm gonna stick by that. I don't think Spider-Man 1 has aged very well. It's iconic. It's iconic and it's nostalgic. Comedy, give this a 6 out of 10, but as a comedy, 10s across the board. You know what's weird? I actually think I keep that the same. I was goofing. I mostly was goofing on Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is pretty good. I guess I wasn't clear enough. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 I love. Look at this! People say that I hate this movie. People say that I hate the Raimi trilogy. Look at this! And how can you see this? And then go into the comments and be like, how dare you hate this movie? Come on! I didn't even know this was here! I take it back. I'm keeping it the same. This is the same. 7 out of 10. Yes. I was being fair. I was being perfectly fair. Some of my points may not have been accurate, but my final score stays the same. Spider-Man 3, 4. I think I'm gonna give this one a bigger score. I really like Spider-Man 3. I think Spider-Man 3 is my favorite one. You guys don't understand me. I can really appreciate a shitty movie. Any of my close friends know that my favorite thing in the world is a shitty movie. Whenever my friends are over, we put on the worst movie we can find, and we watch it, and we love it. And this is that kind of movie. If we're putting aside any entertainment I may get out of this movie, and we're just scoring it based on how the movie actually is, it's a 3. 4 is too generous. I don't know why I gave it a 4. It's a 3. But, based on my personal enjoyment, this is like a 9 or a 10. Just based on, like, funny factor. Pretty good. 5 out of 10? What? This is a 3. Let's just be clear. This is a 3 out of 10 movie. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a 2. What'd I give it? Yeah. Yeah. It's a 2. Spider-Man PS4, another video game review. What'd I give it? 8 out of 10? Yeah. 8 out of 10. That's normal. Normal good score. I really like this game. Venom. Venom. Yeah, I think it's a 3. 3 or 4. I'll just leave it as a 3. Whatever. I think Venom is definitely I'm definitely probably going to make a worst superhero movies video on it. It's not good. But it's funny. That's a funny movie. I went to see this movie multiple times with people who hadn't seen it just so we could laugh at it. Axum. Oh, Axum. Axum's a 10. Unironically, this movie's a masterpiece. I've never seen anything like it. Genuinely. So, like, objectively, it doesn't get a score because it's not really a movie. It feels like a student video. I reviewed this? Why did I review this? I don't remember this movie. 7 out of 10? Why did I give this a 7? I guess I'll say 5. I guess, like, by my own rules, it has to be a 5. I like Halloween. I like the Halloween series a lot. I'm getting too distracted. This is taking too long. I'm getting tired. Alright. I'm just gonna come out with it right now. I was on fucking crack when I did this. Spider-Verse is a 10. Spider-Verse is one of my favorite movies of all time. Every time I watch it, I like it more. If I could give it an 11, I would give it an 11. I don't know why the fuck I gave it a 9. Spider-Verse is good. Bird Box. Did I score Bird Box? Did I score it? Oh, this is when I was hating on Aquaman.
Is that it's definitely better than Aquaman. Okay, bye.
Marky of the past, you're a fool. I've never been more wrong in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna take the L on this one. You know, people like to say that human beings don't change. That's false. We're always growing. We're always becoming our best selves. My character development is that this movie is not good, and Aquaman is. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess 9 out of 10. It sucks.
Yeah, a little bit of a goof there. A little bit of a goof, a little bit of a jape. We were japing with this one. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a 3. I don't like this game. It's bad. I would say this game is bad. I didn't play the DLC. I will not play the DLC. This game's bad. 3's our comfort score now, huh? I'm just in a bad mood. Alita Battle Angel. This is a weird one. So Alita's a weird one for me because I think this is one of the movies that I've rewatched like the most out of all of these. I put Alita on in the background while I'm doing other stuff. Like I'll be cleaning the house, I'll put on Alita. I think it's a 7. I just like this movie. I like it a lot. I wish there was a sequel because I like it. It's just a fun movie. It's like a fun little action movie. I recommend it. Oh boy. All right. This is another one that was inspiration for this stream. I rewatched this movie and it is so bland. And I remember, I don't read the comments very often, but I read the comments of people like, what the fuck were you thinking with this score? And I thought about it even after, like right after I put this video up, I'm like, yeah, what was I thinking? Oh, I still said it was better than Aquaman, huh? I'm gonna be taking this L. I stand by my L's. Okay? If I am wrong about something, I will confront it.
7 out of 10. Still better than Aquaman.
This is false. I was wrong. Okay? And I've grown. I'm more powerful. Everything about this video is wrong. And that's why we're here today. Okay? This is why we are here. For Fantastic Beasts 2, Crimes of Grindelwald is really bad. What'd I give it? 3? Wow. It's a 2. It's a 2. It's not a 1 because it's still really... I thought this movie was fucking hilarious. This is a joke review. Shazam. I don't remember Shazam. I only saw it the once. I remember liking it a lot. I don't think I can... Thank you, Koshi Tone, for the sub. I don't think I can do this one because I don't remember it. And I think if I watched it again, it would either go down or stay the same. I don't see it going to an 8. You know? So I'm going to leave it at 7. Endgame. I didn't score Endgame. I just said it's good. And I think that's fair. I like Endgame a lot. But it doesn't really feel like a movie. You know? I don't feel fair scoring it as a movie. Because it doesn't feel like a movie. You know? You can't watch Endgame on its own and know nothing about the other movies. Like, would I rank the series finale of Lost and not the rest of the show? No. Yeah, I'm not giving it a score. I'm still not gonna do that. It's just good. I liked it. Still like it. Infinity War is better, and that's why I can score it. Because that's a movie. You can show people Infinity War and be like, it's a superhero movie, don't worry about it, let's have fun. And they'll be like, okay, let's go. Another kids movie. There's really no point in me. I just watched this again. Actually, I just watched Detective Pikachu the other day. Kind of sucks, actually. But like, does it need to be great? No. It's a fucking Pokemon movie. Like, I don't care if it's good or bad. I'm not giving it a score. It's a Pokemon movie. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Did I give Game of Thrones a number score? I don't think I did. I think I just talked about it. Yeah. Game of Thrones is, as a whole. Now, here's the hard thing. Game of Thrones, like, the first few seasons are really good. Like 8s and 10s, you know? And then later on, it gets bad. So ranking the whole show is rough. But the thing is, I'm gonna put this into consideration. I cannot go back and rewatch any episodes of Game of Thrones anymore. Because the ending, the last season is so bad that it ruins the rest of the show. It literally makes it unwatchable. So I think with that in consideration, the fact that I can't, the whole show is ruined. I'm going to have to score the whole show. I'm going to give it a 4. Whole show's a 4. Toy Story 4. What? When did I review this? When did I review Toy Story 4? Why did I review Toy Story 4? Was I really... You know, sometimes us YouTubers, we really need content. Let me just say that, okay? Sometimes you got a slow month of work. You got to put out a video. I guess I reviewed Toy Story 4. I don't remember it. I don't remember a fucking thing that happens in this movie. I'm not gonna correct this score. I gave it a fucking sticker. I gave it a fucking sticker. I didn't even score it. I didn't give a fuck, apparently. And I don't now either, so let's skip that one. Far From Home. Now, I would be inclined to say that I was a bit overzealous with this review. I was a bit over-enthusiastic. However, I still like Far From Home. I still really like it. Gave it an 8.5. I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's fun. It's actually a Marvel movie that I look back fondly on. Fast and Furious. So Fast and Furious 1. We're gonna do a lightning round. Fast and Furious 1, 5 out of 10. Fast and Furious 2, 3 out of 10. Fast and Furious 3. 3's a 3. I don't like Tokyo Drift very much. 4 is a 4. 5 is a 9. 6 and 7 are tied for me. Those are 7s. 8 is a 9 as well. I like 8 a lot. Now this is all you have to keep in mind. As real movies, they all go down like 3 points. But as Fast and Furious movies, compared to one another, those are the official rankings. And Hobbs and Shaw's a 2. I hate that movie. It wasn't fun at all. Which is disappointing. I really liked that. I was really looking forward to that. But it's fucking sucks. It has an extended Kevin Hart cameo.
I sit in a can of farts all day long. That's what I'm dealing with. It's an occasional terrorist and a lot of recycled ass.
It has an extended Ryan Reynolds cameo.
Real talk? Can you believe that Game of Thrones ending?
And they're both dangerously unfunny. There's a thing with The Rock. This is my criticism of Dwayne The Rock Johnson that no one asked for. The Rock thinks he is so much funnier than he is. And every time there's like a funny scene with him in a movie, it is not funny. The thing, he's better than Vin Diesel, yes. He's a more entertaining actor than Vin Diesel. But in these movies, Vin Diesel carries them because he's taking himself so seriously and he's not trying to be funny. He's like the opposite. There's like, they are yin and yang. They are completely different individuals, but they are kind of also the same. They are two sides of the same coin. But anyway, that's just something I've noticed. Oh, now we're on to the worst superhero movies ever made. Now, we're going to start entering the realm of scores that have not changed very much, because these are fairly recent. I think this is accurate, actually. I can enjoy this movie. I can watch this and get some enjoyment out of it. It Chapter 2. Wow. What? What? It's a 2. You know what? I'm going to be really mean to this one. It Chapter 2, it also did the thing where, like, I like the first one a lot. This made it worse. I don't enjoy the first one as much anymore because I have nothing to look forward to. The second half of the story is so stupid. It butchers the first movie. It's a 2. It's a 2. It Chapter 1, that's a 7 to me. I think that movie's fun. It's a cute little movie. Tall Girl's a 10, obviously. Joker. This is another score that I was a little generous to. But I'm not one of the people who has gone back and said this movie's shit. I still think it's a pretty good movie. But it's going down a lot. I'm going to give it a 7. Now, the thing is, I hadn't seen Taxi Driver in a very, very long time. Like, over 10 years. I went back and rewatched Taxi Driver after doing this review. And I was like, yeah, Taxi Driver's just a better version of this. I still think Joker's a fine movie. It's a well-made movie. The soundtrack is fantastic. Lighthouse. This is the first 10 I gave on the channel. People thought that I didn't give 10s. I just don't give 10s like I hadn't given a 10 to anything that I've reviewed yet, you know. But Lighthouse stays a 10. This deserves a 10. It's staying a 10. I don't think The Witch is better, actually. I think The Witch is a 9. We're getting into the meat again. These multi-part videos. Absolutely stand by this. This is one of my favorite movies ever made, of all time. That's never going to change. It's always going to be a 10. I will be 200 years old sitting on my deathbed, and the last words that I will say will be, A New Hope is a 10 out of 10. 10. I gave that one a 10, huh? I go back and forth on Empire like every week. It's like I go back on 9 and 10, 8, 9, and 10 on Empire all the time. Oh yeah. Return of the Jedi. I don't like Return of the Jedi. I've never liked Return of the Jedi. 6 out of 10. 5 out of 10. I'm giving him 5. I don't remember what I gave these. That's the thing. Damn, I talked about this one a lot. Alright. 3, huh? Seems fair, I think. I think this one's worse than the other 2 prequels. I think this is the worst Star Wars movie. It's very close to Attack of the Clones, though. Just that Attack of the Clones isn't as boring. But they're very comparable. They're both dog shit. Saying one's worse or better than the other, it's minimal. It doesn't matter. Revenge of the Sith isn't as bad as them. But it's still bad. Revenge of the Sith is better than all 3 sequels. Okay. I mean, if you're like an idiot, it is, I guess. Gave it a 5? No, it's a 4. Next. I have one particular change to make in this one. I like The Force Awakens. Still like it. I think it's a 7 or an 8. Where the fuck is it? Wow, I didn't really talk about it that much. I think it's the best prequel. I mean, sequel movie. I think it's the best one. It is a little cringe. It's got some cringe stuff in it. It's a little too long. Once they go to the ice planet, that's where it starts to feel a little. I'd like things to move along. I'd like this to be over soon. 7's fine. I weirdly like Rogue One some days, and I don't like it other days. I think right now I'm in the mood where I like it. I'm gonna leave it 6 for now, but it could go down to 5. Sometimes I just I'll put it on, ignore it for the first hour, and then come back and be like, ooh, the good stuff started. You know? My Star Wars scores, they change like the tide. I watch all these movies, even if I don't like them, I put them on. Because I like bad movies and good movies, and Star Wars has bad movies and good movies. If I'm in the mood to watch a bad movie, I put on a bad Star Wars. If I'm in the mood to watch a good movie, I put on a good Star Wars. Last Jedi. Weirdly enough, I think Last Jedi goes down a point. I like The Last Jedi. Going down to 6. It's going down to a 6 because it feels that I'm right now feeling the same way about Last Jedi than I am with Rogue One. And again, these are gonna change tomorrow probably. Last Jedi is an 8 to me some days, and it's a 6 to me other days. But the fact is that Rise of Skywalker makes all of these movies go down a point. It's the same thing as Game of Thrones for me. It makes all of them, it's so bad, it makes the rest of them annoying. Solo is an 8. I love Solo. It's ugly. I brightened this shot. I brightened this in post. I had to brighten some of these for the video. Because the fucking movie's so dark. Look at this. What the fuck is going on in this? I don't even remember what scene this is. I've seen this movie like 100 times. I don't even know what scene this is. You pause it at a random part. Sometimes I don't even know what the fuck's going on. The movie looks like doo-doo. It's like the ugliest fucking movie ever. I'm not sorry. I like this movie forever. I wish he wasn't in it. I wish this dude wasn't in this movie. This is not even better. But what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Look how dark it is. This is unacceptable. You can't even tell who's in this shot. Rise of Skywalker. Now, I almost don't want to do this one because I do plan on doing a Rise of Skywalker video one day. It's getting a why it sucks. It is definitely getting one. And I saw it, when I made this, it was right after it came out. I only watched it one time. Once or twice, maybe? I don't remember. I don't remember what I gave it. I gave it a 6. Interesting. It's not a 6. It's definitely lower than a 6. It's definitely lower than a 5. Is it lower than a 4? We're going to have to come back to this one day. I wanted to make a video on this in January of last year. For almost a year, for more than a year now, I've been putting off doing my Rise of Skywalker video because I don't want to watch it again. I don't want to watch it. But one day I will. And when that day comes, you guys will get a video. Let's move on to Birds of Prey. So I just watched this. I just watched this again. And I liked it less. It's not bad. It's not good. It's a 5. Catwoman. Catwoman's so fucking funny. I'm keeping it at 3. It gets all those points by being funny. It might be 2. It's a 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 2. It's absolutely a 2. I haven't been doing the picture show movies because I didn't watch these with a critical mindset, you know? I watched these riffing. This is a 1 out of 10. It's not the worst thing we watched on the channel. I know the title, but it's the worst thing that we've watched for picture show. But the worst, for me, the worst one's still probably Pacific Rim 2. That movie made me hate movies. RE3. I don't do a lot of video games, but I was doing a lot of video games in this era because this is pandemic. What'd I give this? 6? 5. Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I look back on this so fondly. This game's not perfect. This game has a hell of a lot of issues. Like, I look back on it and I'm like, man, I kind of want to play it again. And I never thought I'd say that. Because it was kind of long and annoying. But it was so fun. And it made me happy. And this was a rough time. This is beginning of the pandemic. Shit was rough. So maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much. Because when this came out, and everybody was making, like, memes about it, and, like, posting about how cool it was, how much they liked it, it made me happy. Like I said, we're in the zone of, like, things I kind of recently just went through. So the scores don't change that much. I think this is a 7. It went up half a score. But that's only because of the gameplay. I kind of want to go back and just play it again. Because it played really nice. I liked a lot of the combat scenarios. This has some of the best stealth in a video game. And I love stealth in video games. I'm a freak of nature who loves stealth when it's done well. This is like the best Metal Gear game that I've played in a while. Alright. I don't think I changed my mind on this. This is fairly recent. What? What the fuck is this? I swore I gave this an 8. What's it with me and Aquaman? And I've seen it like 3 more times after making this video. Like, I've just put it on, like, or my friends are like, hey, I actually didn't see Aquaman. I'll put it on, and they'll be like, dang, this is cool. I think maybe 7 is more fair for Aquaman. 7's probably more fair. 7.5. That's why we invented half scores. Aquaman is a 7.5. Avengers game. Hoo-wee. Double marquee. 2 marquies in the same spot. 2. This was a score considering that they might make it better. 2. The Boys Season 1 gets a 9 for me. The Boys Season 2 gets a 7. Like I said, this stuff's not going to change too much. I just fucking watched this. This is the cutoff point, alright? The cutoff point's going to be Batman v Superman. If I ever do this again, I might go back and check them all again. But this is the cutoff point, is right here. Harry Potter onwards is the new standard, okay? Because I know my scores for some of these are the same. We're done. That's it. I'm finished. That was that. That took longer than I thought, actually. Every single YouTube reviewer on the internet has changed their mind on a movie. If they haven't, then they're stupid. Everybody's minds change on movies all the time. So, I wish more people would do this. Because there's some of my favorite reviewers, I would love to see how their opinions have changed.